Cool. Let's talk about some strategies to combat ageism. All right. We want to reverse the script here. So number one, we talked about modernizing. We want to modernize your materials. Right. What tools do you have? Right. Well, let's talk about your LinkedIn. Right. We want to modernize that. So let's update your headline and your profile picture. Do you know how many times I see on LinkedIn these outdated, like it's not the same person. I'll see him in person and I'm like, dude,
It's bad.
just bad.
It's bad. Let's just put it out there, guys. It's bad. Update your pictures.
Okay, and here's the deal. We got AI for that now too. You don't even need a professional photographer. Okay? Look, I'm all for a professional photographer. I have one. She's amazing. Lene, shout out to you. But AI, y'all, they've got tools out there. Tryiton.ai, I believe it is. Tryiton.ai. But there's a whole bunch of them. You just go on to Google or go to ChatGPT and say, hey, where do I get AI headshots? And you'll have a whole bunch of, it's going to shoot up a whole bunch of different sites that you can get AI headshots where all you got to do is upload selfies. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You take your own little selfies, like bing, 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 take your own little selfies. And
Well, I think it even does it for you, too. You just take a picture right there. It takes a picture of you.
Some of them do. Some of them you have to upload your own. They want you to upload like 20 pictures of yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So you're going to have that already from your selfies, your camera roll. So, but to your point, I think you can take your own. But the point is, update, guys. Modernize. Bring it up to date. And those headshots look good. Those AI headshots.
Some of them almost too good. But
Well,
the
too
point
good.
is, yeah, it is great and it is cost effective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's probably a fraction of what
like 20
a headshot
it's like
photographer
$20.
charges. Yeah.
And you get like 100
Yeah, I've heard of people paying $200 for a headshot.
for one headshot. Yeah,
Right.
100%.
So, 10%.
I want you to start cutting out job experience that isn't relevant unless it's game changing.
How long back?
Like really we want to go past 10 years is really what they talk about, but 10 to 15 years.
Right.
Okay. If it's past 2010, get rid of it. Okay, for sure. But 10 years really. 10 years is really good.
What do you say to people who are saying, "Well, I was at this place for like 8 months. It was toxic. It wasn't a good fit." Do you leave things off?
Yeah, leave it off.
Yep.
Yeah, you get to paint the narrative. Leave it off. Now, if you have something in there that creates a gap and you leave it off and you have a 3-year gap in there now, well, you kind of need to explain that. Like, what were you doing for 3 years? You know what I mean? So
Right.
you're going to have to list, some things in there. But if it's past, if your work experience goes so deep, look, we don't need that. It's not relevant anymore. The world has changed. Think about 2010. Did I just say 2010?
20. Yeah, you did.
That's crazy. See, that's how much the world's changed. I can't even say it. It's that
2020.
2010, right? That's how much things have changed.
Yeah.
Right? So it's irrelevant. Get rid of it. Okay? Replace that 25 plus years experience with proven track record of.
Oh, that's good. Yep.
Okay? Just summarize it. Proven track record of. Right? This goes to like my we were talking about my speaker one sheet, right?
Right.
And there's just not a lot of room on there. You got one page.
Yeah.
And you're putting visuals and graphics, so you really don't have a lot of room for text. So you have to bullet point. Like you have to say speaker authority, proven track record of XYZ. Like not a lot of text.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You may have a hard time or struggle with that. Use ChatGPT to help you really pack a punch in a short statement.
I like that proven track record. I've told people prior experience in, but proven track record of is powerful.
Yeah. And they'll probably want to ask you about that. Well, tell me about that. Proven track record of. Ask me, tell me about that.
What proof? What?
Yeah, prove it. Well, you can say, well, I mean, this was a long time ago, 25 years ago. I was blah, 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 blah. But you don't need to put it on your resume.
Right.
right?
Right. Yeah. Don't date yourself like that.
Exactly. Well, and even look, when you say that, that's one of my things. Hold up. Let's talk about that. Don't
Well,
date
right.
yourself. Hold on.
They know.
You are gonna date yourself.
Yeah, they know.
You are gonna, yeah. You can't hide it. I always hear that. People are like, well, should I do this or should I do that? Make myself look younger or whatever. I'm like, look, they're gonna find out. You can't hide it. You shouldn't hide it. Hiding it says you don't see value in it. That's your own self-worth. That's your own belief system about yourself if you're trying to hide it.
Yeah.
What did we say in the
point.
what did we
Leverage
say?
it.
Leverage it. Yeah, we said we were going to reframe this thing to value, right? To something they can't do without, to wisdom, right? That's a different belief system about yourself. If you're trying to hide it, that's the wrong approach for sure. That's not going to work because they're going to find out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, case in point, if you got a current LinkedIn picture,
Right.
they're gonna see.
Well, and that's so important because I see people with 20-year images, right, where they look 20 years younger, and then you see them in person, and it's like, you're catfishing me.
Yeah.
You're catfishing me. Don't catfish the employer. You don't need to do that. That alarms go off. Red flag,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
If you walk into a date and the woman over there is 20 years older than what you saw online, you're like, red flag. Nope.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
catfish the employer. You need an updated picture. But yeah, that's so important. You can't hide it.